Or came to the house. All right, continuing our fun thoughts. Once you become a crypto quadrillionaire, then what? So some thoughts. Thinking physiology. So thank you to Cindy, updating the Eric Kim Lamborghini haircut. It's like, don't buy the Lambo, transform your body into the Lambo. Simple goals. All right, some more thoughts. So, after you become crypto trillionaires, then what? Got some thoughts. Okay, so the first thought is, just focus on your physiology. I mean, it's crazy, like, even when I spend too much time indoors, it's not good because, I don't know, there's something about being stuck indoors, cramped spaces, cramped air, not good for your brain, your physiologies, and, you know, we got all these tech employees locked up in this metaphorical jails, like a really nice ass cage. It's like, what we finna do is we're gonna hit you with the dopamine receptors, tempt you with all these things, then squeeze the productivity at you, and turn you into a 10-volt battery, right? Just think about the Matrix when everyone's plugged in. I mean, it's just like, honestly, like nowadays, a movie that wouldn't fly nowadays is Pixar's WALL-E, right? You know, all the fat people in the little chairs, and people are, oh, that's fat shaming. It's like, is it? And then shame, what does shame even mean, right? And it's funny too, because culture is kind of funny where it's okay to shame people for smoking, right? Right? Like, now it's probably like, to smoking, it's considered like positively bad and evil. Like, you don't, like, I've done told people, can you not smoke, my kids here? And people, oh, my bad, and they stop, right? Quickly put out their cigarette, right? Right? Anyways, I think, I don't know, a lot of people, like, if you just transform people into just into a brain with no body, and just hook yourself up to a brain, a computer, to the interwebs, is that the goal? And just maximize your productivities, and then somebody spoon feeding you some really good, like, omakase, Japanese, sushi, street food, whatever's. Is that the goal? Like, some good visuals I got was the Ghost in the Shell, the live action one that came out kind of recently with Scarlett Johansson. That scene where all these like kind of like monks are kind of surrounded, all crouched down with some VR headset thing on, linked to the machine. I think that's what people are going for. It's not what I prefer. I prefer to be out in the wild. And I actually just saw a whole bunch of people like talking about streamers like, oh, you know, the streamer makes like $1 million a year, $10 million, $100 million a year just streaming video games. I'm like, yeah, but that kid is like stuck to a computer like 18 hours a day, sedentary, indoors, having to entertain people on webcam for 18 hours a day. To me, that sounds like modern day slavery. I would not wish that kind of life or lifestyle upon even my worst enemy. So when people say, oh yeah, but you make a bunch of money, I'm like, yeah, but you know, you could also be a prostitute and make a bunch of money. Say, yeah, but you know, prostitution, sex bad. I'm like, oh, the world's oldest profession. So yeah, I think so much of society is predicated on weird, kind of like social norms, and people rarely give a really good critical thought to things. And perhaps the reason why giving a critical thought to things is a good idea, because I don't know, the probably the biggest benefit I got was thinking about like don't know, just thinking that so much of modern day society is kind of predicated on kind of these like weird moralistic, ethical things rather than other things like critical thinking, etc. I'm highly distrustful of I have an avenue saying, don't trust anyone who's woke, who tokes. Also, similarly speaking, don't trust vegans. I trust vegetarians, not vegans. Why not vegans? I mean, what is a vegan? Vegan, it's like they took the word vegetarian and just dropped a few letters. I think the reason people go vegan is more for these weird ethical considerations, and I find most of the things pretty superficial. But anyways, yeah, so thinking physiology. So one of the most critical things about physiology is, just being out, walking around a lot every day. There's this French notion called the flaneur. It's somebody who walks effortlessly without really a predetermined script or place that they want to go. And it kind of runs contrary to so much of modern day thinking, which is like, oh, you always need a plan, it needs to be prescripted, it is. But actually, I think that not having a plan is what makes life more interesting. I mean, I think the reason why people are so addicted to casino is they love the unpredictability. They love the randomness and chance behind things. If you already knew 100% sure what was going to happen, it wouldn't be fun. But the reason why gambling is bad, they've gamified it in a bad way. And rather than giving people individual agency, you're essentially hijacking people's dopamine receptors to, for somebody to make a profit. So some things to consider. I mean, you want to become happy in your life, it's via negativa, it's super simple. Quit drinking alcohol. And no, I don't think drinking red wine is quote good for you. I think all that research on resveratrol is just somebody trying to game the system. Similarly speaking, don't do the marijuanas. Quit social media. Quit prawn. Don't use Google Incognito. Don't turn on your VPN. And I think it's towards thinking more, quit the news, quit social media, just delete all that. Delete. Even I was talking to my friend Noel. Carlos Slim, the guy who owns the mega telecom communication corporation, apparently he doesn't even own a phone. He doesn't even use a phone. Don't trust what people say or do. Just look at their behaviors. Right? Some thoughts to consider, right? Does the CEO of Coca-Cola drink Coca-Cola? Does the CEO of Philip Morris smoke cigarettes? Probably not. And actually the fun facts too, right? Even when so does the CEO of Philip Morris smoke cigarettes? Probably not, right? Think of Scarface. Don't get high off your own supply. Do drug dealers, the good ones, do drugs? No. Yeah, they know some. Like, even the funny thing too, right? Do the social media peoples, do the, you know, a lot of execs at Facebook, do they use Facebook? They use Instagram? Not really. I mean, maybe this is where it's good to trust Twitter or X because, I mean, Elon Musk bought it out and he uses it all the time. So at least it's a good sign that, like, if somebody bought it and then uses it, it's probably a sign that at least it's more genuine. It's yeah, trust the builders who actually use their own product. And actually, this is another secret I discovered about the secret of life is only use the things that you've created and designed yourself. So my Air Kim Cash Money armor, cashmere, the linen tank tops I designed, the silk ones, or just things that you feel like you've edited, modified, or created yourself. Don't trust nothing that's from a third party. And the reason why this is such a good idea is that you kind of give yourself some more kind of pride. Right? Just make designing yourself. Super easy. Just find a local tailor. Go to Vietnam, go to Saigon, go to Hanoi, get it made. Yeah, just make it yourself. Okay. So, yeah, I mean, some simple thoughts to improve your physiology, spend more time outside. Just buy weights, weightlifting equipment. There's still things that are like Titan.Fitness, all made in China stuff, is probably still the best bet because, I mean, if you're living in Cali, they ship from Cali super fast and it's like super cheap. I mean, Rogue Fitness stuff is really good too, or the Texas Power Bar. I recommend the Texas Power Bar. But besides that, if you just want cheap weights and stuff like that, yeah, just go Titan Fitness. Just hashtag save money. And it's not even just saving money, just saving time. Because like the shipping is free. I'm like, that's awesome. Even though it comes in like a ghetto ass box. Like, yeah, no one likes to pay for shipping no mores. And yeah, and I actually found that the biggest benefit of just been weightlifting at home, don't go to a gym no mores, is when you're exercising off the grid and use outdoors in the direct sun or the elements, whatever. I don't know, I actually feel more energy, I feel more hype, I feel better. The only reason for a long time I was still going back to the normal gym was because it allowed me to use the hot sauna, but now I discovered that you could just take an insanely hot bath at home. You don't need a sauna no more. So just create your own sauna at home. If you don't have a bathtub, just start off really cold, then transition to effing insanely hot, boiling hot shower water, right? And cold, and then just jump out. Yeah, super simple. Yeah, get a full body tan, take off your shirt whenever possible, go sleeveless. And yeah, I think the best type of exercises include walking exercises. The other day I did some farmer's carries. I bought the farmer's carry handles from the Titan Fitness and just walked it out a bit. And it's really good because I'm starting to think more about like the best exercises are the ones which promote good posture. So what is good posture anyways? I think good posture is being able to stand upright, shoulders back. And actually, typically men with higher testosterones, we stand higher, chin are up, shoulders back. And you just look at people who's rich, successful, happy, people just have good posture. It doesn't even matter you're short. Even some of the most confident short guys I've met always stand chest up, shoulders back. Anyways, yeah, so the future is physiology. Invest in your physiology, think more critically, be outside, and don't be indoors.